Hey everyone, what's going on? Christina here. We have a system of equations question for you. It's a lovely word problem about sneakers. Fun, I guess, right? But anyway, we're going to do this and hopefully it'll be fun along the way and hopefully you'll learn some stuff. So let's get to it. So in this question, it says a store cloak. Oh my gosh, Christina, keep it together. A store cloak. A store clerk sold 60 pairs of sneakers. Okay, so this clerk sold 60 total pairs of sneakers. And it seems like the high tops sold for $98.99, okay? And the low tops sold for $129.99. Is that the case? High tops are cheaper than low tops? Let me know. Not really a sneaker girl, but I do love looking at them. But as far as buying them, I just can't do it. But anyway, let's see. It says, if the receipts for the two types of sales totaled $6,404.40, whew, somebody's balling out. How much of each type of sneaker were sold? Okay. So we got a word problem, sneakers, love it. The problem with word problems is that they don't give you the formulas, right? If we just had a formula, bada bing, bada boom, we were able to solve it. The problem with word problems is that we got to go the extra step to make the formulas and then solve the question. But a word problem question always stems from identifying what the variables are and go for what they're asking you. The end of the question was, how many of each type of sneaker were sold? So we want to find out the quantity of how much did they, did the high tops, how many high tops did they sell? And how many low tops did they sell? Snell. This is going to be a fun video. I could already see it. But let's keep going. So, use any letter. A, B, C, D, E, F, right? But usually in math, you always start off with letter X. X marks the spot. Here's going to be my first variable, right? And we want to know each type, so let's separate them, right? X, let's just say, since they talked about high tops first, I guess we'll say that this is the high top. Now, we want to know how much of each, so the quantity. So we're going to say X equals the number of high tops sold. And when I'm talking about this, I'm clearly seeing Converse in my head, right? For high tops, low tops, but maybe you're thinking of another brand. Let me know. Now, we need another variable, right? If we said that it was X, that means that they sold the same amount of high tops and low tops. But that might not be the case. We don't know, right? We don't know if it's an even 30-30 split. So you gotta say another letter. So let's say Y. Once again, you could use any letter you want. So if X is gonna be the number of high tops sold, Y is gonna be the number of low tops sold. Now, for systems of equations, the number of variables that you have equals the number of equations you must write. So in this case, we have two variables, which means that we must write two equations. So fun. Let's find out those equations, right? So equation 1. And usually when you start writing your equations, always start from the beginning. Now in this case, they said that the store clerk sold 60 pairs of sneakers. I could get something from that, right? 60 total pairs of sneakers. They're divvied up into high tops and low tops. So we have the total number of high tops sold plus the total number of low tops sold. How much should that equal? 60 total pairs. So there's your first equation. The number of high tops sold plus the number of low tops sold must equal 60 total pairs of sneakers. So your first equation is done. Now, let's do equation 2. Let's see. Now they're saying that the high top sold for $98 and the low tops is $129.99. So maybe what I'll do is I'll just pull this out a little bit, and I'm going to say, just so that we have everything categorized, the high tops are $98.99 and the low tops are $129.99. Now let's just think about it, right? If I bought one high top, right, that would be, this number would be 1. And my total would be, well, pretend that there's no tax, right? In these types of questions, there's no tax. So if I purchased one high top, my total would be $98.99. But if I purchased two high tops, what would I have to do to this number? Yeah, I would have to times it by 2. And if I purchased 3 high tops, I would have to take this and times it by 3. So see what the order of operation is. It's always being multiplied. So you will always multiply the amount by how many you bought. Now they're saying that the receipt for the two types of sales totaled this. This total is for high tops and low tops. So high top and low top, which means that it's the total of how many shoes, how many high tops were sold times this, and how much of this times this. So we could write an equation, right? We're going to take the 98.99 and times it by how many high tops were sold. That's going to give me the total amount of price for the high tops, plus, what do you guys think? Yeah, the $129.99 times by how many low tops were sold. And we know that the total of both of those was $6,404.40. When you're dealing with, money, you don't have to write the dollar sign in your equations. Okay, now we got 2 equations, so let's solve for it. Now there's substitution method, addition, elimination. For this, the easiest way is if you have an equation that just has one x and one y, you'll always try to use the substitution method. Mainly because you can easily get this equation into just an x equals or a y equals. Because what we're going to do is we're going to substitute in for the other equation. So maybe since x is stated first, let's just get x equals. So if we minus y on both sides, this would be, maybe let's pull this up a little bit, pull this down a little bit, pull this up, just so that we have room. This would be x equals 60 minus y. And now we know what x equals. X equals 60 minus y. The problem here is that I can't solve for 2 different variables. I have to get rid of one. And that's why we're going to use the substitution method. Because now I have an x value in my other equation. So I can sub out what the x is. The x equals 60 minus y. So instead of saying 98.99 times x, we're going to say 98.99 times 60 minus y. So we'll start over here, 98.99 times 60 minus y. And then just keep going with the rest of equation 2. So this was plus 129.99y. And this equals $6,404.40. Now you only have y's as your variables. So we can solve. Let's use our PEMDAS now. We got to distribute. So 98.99 times 60 is $5,939.40. 5939 minus, maybe we'll do 98.99y plus, now keep going with it, 129.99 0.99y equals $6,404.40. We have two y values. Let's just put them together. So this would be 5,939.40. And now it seems like we're just going to subtract that. So 129.99 minus 98.99. Right? Yeah. Okay. So that's 31. So that's a plus 31. And now you only got the 1y, and that equals $6,404.40. Now, you want to get just the y on one side, so we're going to subtract 5,939.40. I don't have any room here, so I'm just going to go to the next line. So we got 31y equals, let's see, maybe I could do this. So this would be 0, right? And this is a 9. So this is 14. So we got, this is, what is going on here? 14, and I think 10, and this is going to be a 3. This is going to be a hot mess, because that's 13. So maybe 14, right? This is a 5, 7, 475. Could be. Maybe I mistakenly put some numbers in there. Let's see. 6404.40 minus 5, this number right here. Ah, okay. Oh, yes. This goes down 1. That's right. So 465. 465. So 465. If you want to keep the 0.00, you can. I'm just not going to do that. And then we're just going to divide by 31. And let's see what we get. 31 on both sides divided by y. Keep in mind that y was the number of low tops. So 465 divided by 31. Nice. And it's a whole number, which I love, because you can't, have 15.6 number of low tops. So we know that they purchased 15 low tops. That's outrageous. Okay. And then now, so we got 15 low tops. And now you can just solve for the number of high tops, right? We know that the formula for x was 60 minus y. So we could just do 60 minus 15. And that is 45. So x equals 45 high tops. Jeez. That's crazy. That's not even, you could run through a sneaker. You could have one sneaker for every day for 2 months, 60 days, and they'll all be different. Why? I don't know. Consumerism. 45 high tops. And we are done with this question. What'd you think? I hope this helped. Let me know in the comments. Thank you so much for viewing the video. Subscribe to the channel. And thank you so much. Tell your friends, tell your classmates about this cool channel. We'd love to help you out. My brother and I, we really do appreciate all of you. And good luck on your tests and quizzes. Not only in math, but in any subject that you have. Physics, chem, bio, history, right? World history, U.S. history, foreign language. Good luck, all right? I'm rooting for you guys. And yeah. Also, I would like to give a huge shout out to Maricela. Thank you so much for being a member to the channel. Your support means a lot to my brother and me, and we're thrilled to have you be a part of this amazing community. Memberships are open on the channel, and if you want to become a member, just click that join button, which can be found below on any video if you're watching on your desktop, or it can be found on the overall channel page too. For all of you that want your name shown in the video, don't forget to choose the gold tier or higher. Thank you so much for considering, and have a great day. Talk to you in the next lesson. Bye-bye.